So, you know how I was saying about making new friends? You really need to go out there and find the right places.
Yeah, that sounds good. But where exactly?
Well, you can start with clubs or groups, like book clubs or sports teams. Any kind of group where you share an interest.
That could work. I like reading. So maybe a book club?
Exactly. And it's not just about sharing interests. It's also about being open and friendly when you talk to people. Don't be too shy.
Sometimes it feels hard to start a conversation, though.
True, but remember, most people are pretty friendly if you show interest in them. Ask questions about what they like or what they do outside of work or school.
Makes sense. What else?
Volunteering is another great way. You meet lots of different kinds of people who care about similar things as you do.
Hmm. Volunteering sounds nice. Maybe at a local shelter or something.
Right. And don't forget online communities too. They can lead to real-life meetings if you get along well enough.
Online communities, huh? I didn't think about that.
Oh yeah, forums, social media groups, even gaming communities can help. Just be careful, and always meet in public places first.
Good point about meeting in public places.
Definitely. Safety first. And keep trying different activities until you find the ones where you click with others.
It seems like a lot to try out.
Sure does. But think of all the fun experiences and friendships you might make along the way. Yeah. And you know what? Having friends from different backgrounds can be really beneficial too.
How so?
Well, for starters, you learn a lot more about the world. Different cultures, ideas, and perspectives can really broaden your horizons.
That sounds interesting.
Absolutely. Imagine having a friend who grew up in a completely different country. You'd get to hear stories about their customs, food, and holidays that you might never have known about otherwise.
I guess that would be cool.
It's not just cultural stuff either. Diverse friends can also expose you to new hobbies or ways of thinking. For example, if you have a friend who loves hiking, they might introduce you to some amazing trails you wouldn't have discovered on your own.
True, that could be fun.
And it's not just about having fun. Diverse friendships can also make you more empathetic and understanding of others' viewpoints. This can be super helpful in both personal and professional settings.
I see what you mean.
Exactly. Plus, it makes parties and gatherings way more interesting when everyone brings something unique to the table. Speaking of meeting new people, have you ever thought about how to start a conversation with strangers?
Not really. It always feels a bit awkward.
It can be, but there are some easy ways to break the ice. For example, commenting on something around you can work well.
Like what?
Well, in a place like this garden, you could say something about the flowers or the fountain. Something simple like, "Isn't this fountain beautiful?"
That sounds straightforward enough.
Yeah, and asking for opinions is another good way. You could ask someone what their favorite flower is, or if they know anything about the plants here.
I see. Asking for advice works too?
Definitely. People usually enjoy sharing their knowledge. If you're in a museum or a gallery, you could ask about a particular exhibit. Even saying something like, "Do you know much about these plants?" can get the ball rolling.
Makes sense.
And sometimes just a compliment can work wonders. If you notice someone has an interesting piece of clothing or jewelry, you could comment on that. Just keep it genuine and friendly.
I'll try that next time.
Great. The key is to be natural and show real interest in what they have to say. Once you get past the initial part, it becomes easier to continue the conversation. Exactly. Once you get past the initial part, finding common interests can really help bring people together.
That's true. Common interests definitely make it easier to connect.
Absolutely. For instance, if you find out someone enjoys hiking, you could suggest going on a trail together sometime.
That sounds like a good idea.
And it's not just outdoor activities. If you discover that someone likes a certain type of music or movies, you could recommend a film or discuss a band you both enjoy.
I think that would be fun.
Definitely. Sharing hobbies and passions can create strong bonds. Say you find out someone is into cooking. Maybe you could plan a potluck dinner or exchange recipes.
Exchanging recipes sounds nice.
It does. And it doesn't have to be big things either. Even small shared interests like favorite books or TV shows can spark ongoing conversations and deepen connections over time.
That makes sense. Starting with small talk can lead to bigger topics later on.
Exactly. Small talk often leads to discovering those hidden common interests that can turn acquaintances into close friends.